Welcome back to our channel.
Hello, the podcast where we make learning English easy and fun. I am Lisa.
And I am Eric. In each episode, we explain common English words and phrases in simple language.
So let's start and make English simple together. Okay, what are the words today, Eric?
The first word today is gorgeous. Then we will continue with occasionally and to cheer up. Then hit the sack. And the final one is go back to the drawing board.
Let's start with the first word, Eric.
The first word is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous is an adjective. It means very beautiful or attractive. Here's an example sentence. The sunset at the beach was absolutely gorgeous. It means that the sunset at the beach was very beautiful.
Here's another example. She wore a gorgeous dress to the party. It means that the dress she wore to the party was very attractive.
Now, let's briefly discuss some grammar related to gorgeous. As an adjective, it describes nouns. You can use it before a noun like a gorgeous view or something is gorgeous.
Great. Now let's have a short dialogue using the word gorgeous.
Did you see the flowers in the garden? They are gorgeous.
Yes, they are. The colors are so bright and beautiful.
And look at the sky. Isn't it gorgeous today?
Absolutely. The weather is perfect and the view is amazing.
Lisa, what do you think about Sarah and David's conversation?
Well, based on the dialogue, Sarah and David are enjoying the beautiful flowers and the sky in the park. They both find the view gorgeous. What do you think makes the flowers and the sky gorgeous to them?
It seems like the bright colors of the flowers and the clear, beautiful sky make them feel that everything is very attractive.
Do you think the word gorgeous is only used to describe nature and clothes?
No, you can use gorgeous to describe many things, like a person, a place, or even a piece of art. It's a versatile word that can describe anything very beautiful or attractive. For example, what a gorgeous room, dress, or color. Just remember that gorgeous means very beautiful or attractive. It's an adjective and can describe many different things.
Thank you for the explanation, Eric. Okay, let's move on to our next word.
The next word is occasionally.
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 Occasionally is an adverb. It means something that happens sometimes, but not very often.
That's right, Lisa. Here's an example sentence. I occasionally go to the movies on weekends. It means I sometimes go to the movies on weekends, but not every weekend.
Here's another example. She occasionally eats fast food when she is very busy. It means that she eats fast food sometimes when she is very busy, but not every time she is busy.
Now, let's briefly discuss some grammar related to occasionally. This word is an adverb of frequency. It can be placed at the beginning, middle, or end of a sentence. For example, occasionally I go to the park. I occasionally go to the park. Or I go to the park occasionally.
Great. Now, let's have a short dialogue using the word occasionally. In this dialogue, we'll have two friends, Emma and John, talking at a cafe.
Do you go to the gym often, John?
I go occasionally. How about you?
I occasionally go too, but I prefer running outside.
That sounds nice. I should try running outside occasionally as well.
Nice dialogue. Lisa, what do you think about John's gym routine?
Well, based on the dialogue, John goes to the gym sometimes, but not very often. What do you think about Emma's exercise routine?
Emma also goes to the gym occasionally, but prefers running outside. It seems like she enjoys being outdoors. Have you ever done something occasionally, Lisa?
Yes, I occasionally go hiking with friends. It's not something I do every weekend, but I enjoy it when I can. How about you, Eric?
I occasionally play tennis. It's a fun way to stay active, but I don't play every week. Do you think it's important to do some activities occasionally?
Yes, doing things occasionally can add variety to our lives and keep things interesting.
I agree. It's good to try different activities occasionally. Just remember that occasionally means something that happens sometimes, but not very often. It's an adverb of frequency and can be placed in different parts of a sentence. And that's it for the word occasionally.
Okay, let's move on to our next word.
The next word is cheer up.
Cheer up.
Cheer up. Cheer up is a phrasal verb. It means to become happier or to make someone else feel happier. For example, I tried to cheer up my friend after he failed the exam. It means I did something to make my friend feel happier because he was sad about failing the exam. Maybe I told him a joke or did something fun with him.
And for the second sentence, she always knows how to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. It means she knows how to make me feel better when I'm sad. Maybe she talks to me or does something nice.
When using cheer up, we can use it as a command, like cheer up to tell someone to feel happier. It's a way to encourage someone to feel better.
Let's move on to our sample dialogue. In this dialogue, we have two friends, Anna and Mike, talking about Mike's bad day at work.
Hey, Mike, you look sad. What's wrong?
I had a bad day at work. Everything went wrong.
I'm sorry to hear that. Cheer up. Let's go get some ice cream.
Ice cream always cheers me up. Thanks, Anna.
In this dialogue, Anna uses the phrase cheer up to encourage Mike to feel happier after his bad day at work.
And Mike says that ice cream always cheers him up, meaning it makes him feel happier. Lisa, do you have any tips to cheer someone up when they are sad?
Yes, I do. Sometimes just talking and listening to them helps, or doing something fun together, like watching a funny movie. How about you, Eric?
I agree. Sometimes a small gift or a kind message can also cheer someone up. It's nice to show you care.
That's true. Do you have a favorite way to cheer yourself up?
I like to go for a walk or play my favorite music. It always makes me feel better. What about you?
I love to bake cookies. The smell and taste always cheer me up.
That sounds delicious.
Yes, it is. Well, that's all for cheer up. We hope you learned something new about the phrase cheer up. Now, we'll explain an idiom. What is the idiom, Eric?
The next word is hit the sack.
Hit the sack.
Hit the sack. As you said, hit the sack is an idiom. It means to go to bed or to go to sleep. We use it when we are tired and ready to sleep. For example, I'm really tired, so I'm going to hit the sack. It means that I feel very tired and I am going to bed to sleep.
And for the second sentence, she hit the sack early last night because she had a big day ahead. It means that she went to bed early because she wanted to be well rested for an important day.
Let's move on to our sample dialogue. In this dialogue, we have two roommates, Alex and Jamie, discussing their night plans.
What are you going to do tonight, Jamie?
I'm so tired. I think I'll hit the sack early.
That sounds like a good idea. I might hit the sack soon, too.
We both need a good night's sleep.
In this dialogue, both Alex and Jamie use the phrase hit the sack to talk about going to bed early because they are tired. Lisa, do you usually hit the sack early or do you stay up late?
I usually hit the sack early because I like to wake up early in the morning. How about you, Eric?
I often stay up late, but I try to hit the sack early when I have a busy day ahead. It helps me feel more rested.
That's smart. Do you have any tips for getting a good night's sleep?
Yes, I do. I think it's good to avoid screens before bed and to have a relaxing routine. Reading a book or listening to soft music can help. What about you?
I agree. I also find that a comfortable bed and a cool, dark room help me sleep better. Do you have a favorite way to relax before hitting the sack?
I like to drink a cup of herbal tea and read a little. It helps me unwind.
I love taking a warm bath and then reading a good book. It's very relaxing.
That sounds wonderful. It's important to have a good routine before hitting the sack.
Yes, it is. Well, that's all for the idiom hit the sack. We hope. You learned something new about the phrase hit the sack.
Yes, and don't forget to practice using the phrase in your own sentences.
Okay, we have reached the last word. Could you explain it, Eric?
The last word is go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board is an idiom. It means to start over because the first plan did not work. Here's an example sentence. Our project failed, so we need to go back to the drawing board. It means that the project did not succeed, so we need to start planning again from the beginning.
Here's another example. The design was not approved. We have to go back to the drawing board. This means that the design was not accepted, so we had to start over and create a new design.
Now, let's have a short dialogue using the phrase go back to the drawing board. In this dialogue, we'll have two colleagues, Mark and Susan, talking at work.
Our marketing strategy didn't work out as planned.
I guess we need to go back to the drawing board.
Yes, let's think of some new ideas.
Agreed. We can brainstorm and come up with a better plan.
Now, let's talk about our dialogue. Lisa, what do you think about Mark and Susan's situation?
Mark and Susan's marketing strategy did not work, so they had to go back to the drawing board. This means they have to start over and come up with new ideas. What do you think about their plan?
I think it's the right plan. Sometimes starting over is the best way to find a better solution. Have you ever had to go back to the drawing board, Lisa?
Yes, I have. I once had to do a presentation again because my first one was not clear. How about you, Eric?
I had to go back to the drawing board when a website I was designing didn't meet the client's expectations. Do you think it's common to go back to the drawing board in work and personal projects?
No, it's not very common, but it can happen sometimes. When it happens, it helps improve our plans and ideas.
I agree. It's part of the learning process. Do you know any other phrases that mean the same as go back to the drawing board?
Yes, phrases like start from scratch and begin again have similar meanings. Anything else you want to add about our phrase today?
Just remember that go back to the drawing board means to start over because the first plan did not work. It's an idiom used to express the need to rethink and redo plans. And that's it for today's episode.
All right, that's all for today's episode of Simply Explained English. We hope you found it helpful and fun.
Please subscribe and like the video and practice the words of today.
Join us next time for more simple explanations of English words and phrases.
Until then, keep practicing and keep learning. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I am Lisa.
And I'm Eric. If you're looking to boost your English in a fun and easy way, you're in the right place.
So grab a snack, sit back, and let's dive into today's topic. Okay, Eric, could you tell us today's words?
The first word today is hilarious. Then we will continue with rarely and to hang out. Then to get bent out of shape. And the final one is you can say that again.
Let's start with the first word, Eric.
The first word is hilarious.
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 That's a fun word. What does hilarious mean, Eric?
Hilarious means very, very funny. If something is hilarious, it makes you laugh a lot.
Now, let's give 2 example sentences. I'll start with the first one. The movie we watched last night was hilarious. It means that the movie was very funny and made us laugh a lot.
Exactly. Here's the second example. Tom told a hilarious joke at the party. It means that Tom's joke was very funny and made everyone at the party laugh.
Good job. Now, let's talk a bit about using hilarious. It's an adjective, so it describes a noun like hilarious movie or hilarious joke.
Yes, and you use it to show that something is extremely funny, not just a little funny.
Perfect. Now, let's move on to a short dialogue using the word hilarious.
Jane, did you like the comedy show last night?
Yes, Mark. It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing.
Me too. The comedian told so many hilarious stories.
I know, especially the one about his dog. That was hilarious.
Yes, it was the funniest part of the show.
Now, let's talk briefly about the word hilarious and our dialogue.
Sure, Lisa. Why did Jane think the comedy show was hilarious?
Jane thought the comedy show was hilarious because it was very funny and made her laugh a lot. What did Mark find hilarious in the show?
Mark found the comedian's stories hilarious, especially about the dog.
Why is the word hilarious a good word to use when talking about something very funny?
Because hilarious means extremely funny. It shows that something is not just a little funny, but makes you laugh a lot.
That's right. It's good to know words like hilarious to describe things that make us laugh. Well, that's all for today's word, hilarious. We hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on to our next word. What's the next word, Eric?
The next word is rarely.
Rarely.
Rarely. Rarely is an adverb. It means not often or almost never. We use it to talk about things that do not happen frequently. For example, I rarely eat fast food. It means that I almost never eat fast food. Maybe I eat it once or twice a year.
And for the second sentence, she rarely goes to the movies. It means that she almost never goes to the movies. Maybe she goes only a few times a year.
When using rarely, we place it before the main verb in a sentence. It's a frequency adverb like often or sometimes.
Let's move on to our sample dialogue. In this dialogue, we have 2 friends, Sam and Julie, talking about their weekend activities.
Do you go hiking often, Julie?
No, I rarely go hiking. I prefer to stay at home.
That's interesting. I rarely stay at home on weekends. I like to be outside.
We are very different. Maybe I should try going outside more often.
In this dialogue, Julie uses the word rarely to say that she almost never goes hiking. She prefers to stay at home. And Sam uses rarely to say that he almost never stays at home on weekends. He likes to be outside.
Now, let's have a friendly conversation about the word and the dialogue. Lisa, is there something you rarely do?
Yes, I rarely watch TV. I prefer reading books or going for a walk. How about you, Eric?
I rarely cook at home. I like to eat out or order food. Cooking is not my favorite activity.
That's interesting. Do you think there is something you should do more often instead of rarely?
Yes, I think I should cook more often. It's healthier and can be fun. I think I should try new activities more often. Sometimes I stick to my routine too much.
That's a good idea. Trying new things can be exciting and fun. Okay, let's move on to the next word.
The next word is hang out.
Hang out.
Hang out. Hang out is a phrasal verb. It means to spend time with someone in a relaxed way. Here's an example sentence. I like to hang out with my friends on weekends. It means that I like to spend time with my friends in a relaxed way on weekends.
Here's another example. They often hang out at the coffee shop after school. It means that they spend time at the coffee shop after school in a relaxed way.
Now, let's briefly discuss some grammar related to hang out. It's a phrasal verb and is usually followed by a place or people you are spending time with. For example, hang out with friends or hang out at the park.
Now, let's have a short dialogue using the phrase hang out. In this dialogue, we'll have two friends, Tom and Jenny, talking at school.
Jenny, what are you doing after school today?
I'm going to hang out with Sarah. How about you?
I might hang out at the park with some friends.
That sounds fun. Maybe I'll join you after hanging out with Sarah.
Now, let's talk about our dialogue. Lisa, what do you think about Tom and Jenny's plans?
Well, based on the dialogue, Jenny plans to spend time with Sarah after school, and Tom plans to spend time at the park with some friends. What do you think about their activities?
It sounds like both of them have relaxed and fun plans for after school. Have you ever hung out with friends after school, Lisa?
Yes, I used to hang out with my friends at the local cafe. We would chat and do homework together. How about you, Eric?
I often hung out at the park with my friends. We played sports and talked. Do you think hanging out with friends is important?
Yes, it helps build strong friendships and gives us a chance to relax.
I agree. It's a good way to unwind and connect with others. Do you know any other phrases that mean the same as hang out?
Yes, phrases like spend time with and chill with have similar meanings. Anything else you want to add about our phrase today before moving on to the next word?
Remember that hang out means to spend time with someone in a relaxed way. It's a phrasal verb and can be used with places or people. And that's it for the word hang out.
So what's the next word, Eric?
The next word is to get bent out of shape.
To get bent out of shape.
To get bent out of shape. To get bent out of shape means to become very upset or angry about something, often something that isn't very important. It's an informal way to describe someone who overreacts or gets too stressed about a situation. For example, he got bent out of shape because someone took his parking spot. It means that he became very angry about something that was not very important. He overreacted to the situation.
Good explanation, Eric. Here's my example. Tom got bent out of shape when his favorite team lost the game. It means that Tom became very upset and angry when his favorite team lost. He probably overreacted to the loss.
That's right. It's an informal phrase, so we use it mostly in casual conversations with friends or family. Now, let's hear a dialogue using this phrase. Ready, Lisa?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hey, why do you look so angry?
The waiter got my order wrong. Can you believe it?
Come on, don't get bent out of shape over that. It's not a big deal.
But I'm really hungry, and now I have to wait longer.
I understand, but getting bent out of shape won't make your food come faster.
Maybe you're right. I guess I shouldn't get so upset over small things.
That was a good dialogue, Eric. Let's talk about it. Why did Rosa get bent out of shape?
Rosa got bent out of shape because the waiter got their order wrong at the restaurant.
That's right. And what did Sam say about this reaction?
Sam told Rosa not to get bent out of shape over the mistake, saying it wasn't a big deal.
Exactly. Do you think people often get bent out of shape over small things, Eric?
Yes, I think it happens quite often. Sometimes people react strongly to minor problems.
I think stress or bad mood can make small problems seem bigger than they are.
I agree. Also, sometimes people focus too much on little things and forget to look at the bigger picture.
Well said. That's all we have time for with this phrase. Remember, listeners, to get bent out of shape means to become very upset or angry, often about something small.
Exactly. It's a useful phrase for describing overreactions in everyday situations. Now, let's move on to our next word.
The next word is our last word, Eric, right?
Yes, Lisa. It's the last word of today. Okay, the last word today is you can say that again.
You can say that again.
You can say that again. You can say that again is an idiom. It means that you completely agree with what someone has said. Here's an example sentence. This weather is really hot today. You can say that again. It means that the second person strongly agrees that the weather is very hot today.
Here's another example. I think our team needs more practice. You can say that again. It means that the second person completely agrees that the team needs more practice.
Now, let's have a short dialogue using the phrase, you can say that again. In this dialogue, we'll have two friends, Mike and Anna, talking at a cafe.
The coffee here is really good,
You can say that again. I love their espresso.
and it's such a nice place to relax.
You can say that again. It's my favorite spot to unwind.
Now, let's talk about our dialogue. Lisa, what do you think about Mike and Anna's conversation?
Well, based on the dialogue, Mike and Anna both really like the coffee and the atmosphere at the cafe. Anna uses, you can say that again, to show that she strongly agrees with Mike. What do you think about their opinions?
I think they both enjoy the cafe a lot and have similar tastes. Have you ever felt like saying, you can say that again, Lisa?
Yes, I often say it when someone mentions how busy the week has been. How about you, Eric?
I use it when friends talk about how much fun we had on a trip. It's a great way to show strong agreement. Do you think this phrase is easy to use?
Yes, it's very easy and can be used in many situations to show agreement.
I agree. It's a simple and effective way to respond. Do you know any other phrases that mean the same as you can say that again?
Yes, phrases like I agree completely and absolutely have similar meanings. Anything else you want to add about our phrase today?
Remember that you can say that again means you completely agree with someone. It's an idiom used to show strong agreement in informal conversations. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us on Simply Explained English.
We hope you enjoyed learning with us.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep using the words and phrases we talked about today to boost your English skills.
Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep practicing and have fun with English.
Bye for now and happy learning.
Bye-bye.